Hello मेरे प्यारे बच्चों, welcome back to our super quick revision series. I know, your board exams are just around the corner and the tension is building up. But hey, don't you worry because I am here to make it all super simple for you. Today, we're going to just breeze through matrices and I promise in just the next few minutes, this entire chapter is going to be crystal clear.
So I get it, you see these big brackets, all these numbers inside, and you think, oh no, what is this? But trust me on this one, Bachan, this is honestly one of the easiest, most scoring chapters you have. It looks a bit complicated, but it's actually ekdam simple. We're gonna crack this together. Okay, let's start with a really simple, everyday situation. Just forget about math for a second. Imagine we have three friends, Radha, Fazia, and Simran. And this little table just shows us what they have. So Radha has 15 notebooks and 6 pens, Fazia has 10 notebooks and 2 pens, and Simran has 13 and 5. Easy to understand, right? Just a list of things.
Now watch the magic. What if we just take those numbers, 15, 6, 10, 2, and we put them inside a nice little dabba or a box using these square brackets. And ta-da! That's it. That's a matrix. You just made one. See? It's nothing more than a neat way to arrange numbers in a box.
So, while we can call it a dabba just for fun, the official textbook definition is this. A matrix is an ordered rectangular array of numbers or functions. And every number that you see inside the box, that's called an element. Just remember that word, element. It's going to pop up a lot. All right, every matrix has something like an address. We call it its order. And to figure out the order, you just need to know two things, rows and columns. Let's talk about rows first. The easiest way to remember this is to think of your school assembly. You all stand in those horizontal lines, right? Well, it's the exact same thing here. The horizontal lines of numbers are the rows. And if the horizontal lines are rows, what do you think the vertical lines are? You got it. They're called columns. Just think of the big columns or pillars that hold up a building, standing straight and tall. So in our little example here, we have 3 rows and 2 columns. Simple stuff. So the formula for the order is super simple. It's just the number of rows multiplied by the number of columns. But, and this is very important, you always say the number of rows first. That's the rule. Rows first, then columns.
Let's look at our Radha Fazia Simran example again. We have 3 rows and 2 columns, right? So we say its order is 3 by 2. And hey, quick trick. If you want to know how many elements are inside without counting, just multiply the order. 3 times 2 is 6. And look, there are 6 elements. It all connects.
Awesome. So now that you know what a matrix is and what its order is, let's meet some of its family members. Think of it like a rapid-fire round. Ready? Let's go. First up, we have the column matrix. The name gives it away, really. It's the tall one. It can have any number of rows, but it has only one single column, just like a tall pillar. And next, we have its exact opposite, the row matrix. This one is the wide one. It's got only one single row, and it's stretched out horizontally. See the difference? Tall column matrix, wide row matrix. Then there's the most neat and tidy member of the family, the square matrix. And what's special about a square? All sides are equal. It's the same here. The number of rows is exactly equal to the number of columns. So a 2 by 2 matrix is square, a 3 by 3 is square, and so on. Perfectly balanced. Okay, now listen closely, Bacho. This one is super, super important. It's our superhero, the identity matrix. It's a special kind of square matrix where the main diagonal from the top left to the bottom right is filled with ones, and every other element is a 0. You're going to see this one a lot, so please remember our superhero. And finally, the easiest one of all, the zero matrix. Sometimes it's also called the null matrix. It's basically the empty box. Why? Because every single element inside it is, you guessed it, 0. Rapid fire round done. Now, a really important question. When can we say 2 matrices are equal? Well, it's pretty simple. They have to be perfect identical twins. And for that to happen, 2 things must be true. First, they have to have the exact same order. And second, every single matching element has to be exactly the same. Now that idea of matching spots leads us straight into addition. To add 2 matrices, the first rule is the same. They must have the same order. If they do,
All you have to do is add the elements in the matching positions. The top left number adds to the other top left number, the bottom right to the bottom right. It's literally that simple. So what happens if you want to multiply a whole matrix by just one single number? Well, that number on the outside is called a scalar. And you can think of it like this. The scalar is showing up to a party inside the matrix daba, and it has to give a chocolate to everyone. That means you multiply that one number with every single element inside.
Okay, enough theory, right? Let's see if we can use what we learned to solve a real exam-style question. This will really show you how easy it is. The question says these two matrices are equal. Our job is to find the values of all those letters, A, B, C, X, Y, and Z. Don't let it scare you. It's easier than it looks.
So, what's our game plan? Well, what did we say about equal matrices? They're identical twins. That means we just have to match the spots. The element in the top left corner on this side has to be equal to the element in the top left corner on that side. It's just a matching game.
Okay, let's just walk through it step by step. Let's start with the first element. We have x plus 3 on the left and 0 on the right. So that gives us a very simple equation. X plus 3 equals 0. A little bit of moving things around, and we get x equals minus 3. See? Next one. Z plus 4 equals 6. That means z has to be 2. You're not really solving a hard matrix problem. You're just solving those tiny little equations you learned back in middle school.
And that's pretty much the whole story. Let's do a super-duper quick recap. A matrix is just a neat little daba for numbers. Its order is always rows by columns. We met its family, square, the superhero, identity, and the simple zero matrix. We learned that equal matrices have to be perfect twins. To add or subtract, you just match the elements. And a scalar? Well, that's the party guest that multiplies everyone inside. Got all that?
See? I told you it was simple. The whole concept of matrices should be makhan jaisa clear for you now, as smooth as butter. You have absolutely got this, bachon. Don't take any stress. Just practice a few more questions from your textbook and you'll be an expert. All the very best for your exams. Go and rock it. I know you will.